What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM. So I want to talk about how to find your work. And a couple things about this. One, you got to know who you are. It's really important. One of the most important parts of my journey personally has been really learning who I am, how I operate, how I think, right? What I'm talented at, my gifts, my strengths, my weaknesses, and really understanding who I am. And then it helps me be able to fit within the team. It helps me be able to interact with people better because I know who I am. And then it also helps me see other people better because it allows me to stop and pause and go, cool, they're not like that. Oh, this is great. This is how we work more cohesively as a team and as a unit, right? Within team, but then also if we're doing work around the house, like my wife's different than I. And it really helps knowing who I am and then being able to understand and see her for who she is as well. So first, that. Second, in order to find what you need to do, because in business, oftentimes you really get lost. You don't know the work that you need to do, and you end up doing all the wrong work. And the reason why is most likely, more often than not, the work that you actually need to do is the work you don't want to do. And what I mean by that is this, okay? When there's resistance, right? When you start thinking about what you should do, and then there's this one item on your task list, and you start doing everything else but that item, that's most likely the most important work you need to do. For whatever reason, we are naturally prone to just stay the course. We don't want to grow. We don't want to change. We don't like change. It is unnatural to constantly want to change. It's not a normal thing. And no matter how good you are and how driven you are and how driven of a person you are, there's still parts of you that don't want to change. And so you got to learn to deal with change, right? And you got to learn how to find the work that you need to do that you don't want to do. You got to learn to understand your touch points and what I would call like your red flags. Like, cool, you're throwing up flags. Oh, that's the direction I need to go. Cool, I'm doing everything but this. I'm doing all the other work that needs to do this. I'm calling clients. I'm doing sales. I'm doing blah, 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 whatever it is. I don't want to make the process. Oh, man, I should make a process for that. And then you start doing everything else. That's the resistance. Go make the process. Go record the video. Right? Processes are so important and so key. Oh man, I don't want to hire that person. That's probably what you need to do. Not because they're a bad person, but it's like, I'm afraid. I don't know how to lead people. I don't know how to do this. That's the exact thing you need to do. Here's the thing too. If you're not going to do the work that you need to, you're not going to progress because it's the stuff that you're not doing right now, which is going to unlock stage 2, 3, 4, wherever you're at. And this is in your personal life too. If you want to be better and you're shooting for your dream job, what are you not doing that is keeping you from moving forward into that next stage for you to get, right? Or in that relationship, right? You don't want to risk it. But like Andrew says this all the time, he's like, you got to risk it for the biscuit. And you really do. And then you'll find out more often than not, the real risky move is doing nothing. The real risky move is staying the same. And then before you know it, the world has changed. And it's just like what's happening right now with AI. A lot of jobs are going away. Why? There's not risking for the biscuit, right? Nobody risked it for that. And so a lot of jobs are going to change. I'm not saying that everybody, if you lose a job, that you didn't do what you were supposed to do. However, I'm saying it's that mindset and that belief set of things are always going to be this way. For whatever reason, that's a natural propensity in us. And that's not true. The world is ever moving and ever changing. And I've talked about this before. Chaos is always coming, right? You have disruption in the marketplace, an introduction of chaos because of new technology, and there's flexing and flowing and changing and shifting. And then you have natural entropy where the world just decays automatically without anybody having to do anything, right? So for instance, you just walk outside, go look at the bushes that just got trimmed or the grass that just got cut and now it's got to get cut again. Well, that's chaos being introduced into the world. That's chaos has got to be dealt with. And so I'm saying all of that because find your friction points. Find the work you're avoiding. Find the things that you need to do that you don't want to do or that you avoid. Find what you're afraid of and start walking to it. And that is more often than not the work you need to do, the decisions you need to make, and how you need to move forward to actually move into that next stage of life that you're hoping to move into. Doing that will help break the pattern where you're stuck. If you feel stuck, this is one of the number one ways to get out of it. Not just shipping something, shipping's attached to this, but also going through and finding the work you don't want to do and then begin doing it. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.